Okay, so
Hello.
one sec. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'm leaving that. That's the beginning to the video. I love it. It's just it's
That's
perfect.
the start.
Yeah, it's so different. So
It's just us.
This is a completely and utterly different way that I normally do Grumbles. I wanted to try
Okay.
something different because the guest that I have today is probably the happiest fucking person I've ever seen on Twitch.
You're damn right I am.
I wish this was a bit and this was a character that I was being, but I'm actually being serious. The happiest fucking person. Today, I told them that they are the yin to my yang for this specific video.
That you did.
So say hi.
Hi, my friends.
So
I'm too cheerful.
I've only ever called you Ice. Do you want me to just keep calling you Ice, or what do you prefer?
You can call me Ice or Vinny. I go by both.
Can I call
That's
you?
my real name.
Do I have
Is
permission?
Vinny.
Do
You
I have-
absolutely have permission.
Fuck yeah.
Of
'cause
course.
That's one of the things that I talk to my viewers about all the time. Like, you can tell me your real name, I will call you your real name, or I will call you by your Twitch name, but if I have to call you Jizz Goblin one more time,
Oh my god.
I'm going to snap. So, today's topic, Ice.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. I'm not going to tell the topic yet. I'm just going to carry on with
Okay.
what we're doing.
Yes, I'm ready.
We're going to play Fall Guys while we talk about this topic. And that is
Okay.
what I mean by this video is going to be completely and utterly different because it's going to be hard to focus while we play Fall Guys. I've never fucking won. Once.
I barely win, so I think we're in the same boat with that one.
Have you got a crown yet?
Okay, yes, but
fuck off.
statistically speaking, I've played this game more on my stream than anything else. So statistically,
Then you have
I have to at least have won a couple times.
That's fair.
Otherwise, it would be a shame.
That's very
So,
fair. So
you know.
our topic today, and
Okay.
so Grumbles is basically, I'm going to bitch about a bunch of things on Twitch. Now, one of the things that
Right.
I would love for you to know about me, because we've only talked a couple times. Pardon me. I'm not doing this to bitch about it and have you try and change my mind. I'm going to be like, no, fuck off. I'm actually
Okay.
bitching about these things to get my feelings and my thoughts out so that you can be like, you know what? Here's my perspective. And blah, blah, blah,
And
blah, blah, blah.
this
and
is what it is.
you
Okay.
could change my mind, which is what I'm looking for.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
going to talk about Twitch today.
Oh boy. Okay.
Now,
Let's do it.
let's get the game started up. So,
Okay.
I hit, oh,
Me-
goddamn, the black screen. The black screen.
Let me transition over.
Oh, that's so pretty. I'm showing them all that.
I'm glad. I'm glad you like it.
Mine
I have the game up.
has not started capturing the game yet. Oh, that's because I don't have it selected.
Oh no. The
damn it.
drama. I'm gonna
Yep.
turn my audio down too, just on here as well.
Oh, I have it capturing Fall Guys. I mean, Cuphead.
Oh no.
Yep.
The drama. The drama of it all.
Okay, there we go. And it's got this. Okay, so...
Yay! Okay, we have to add each other to a party, don't we?
Oh, that's right.
And
Oh
we're
my
not.
God.
I don't think we're friends on Steam.
I don't believe so, no.
I don't think we are. So we're gonna have to add each other.
Okay, my friend
Steam.
code. I'll read you my friend code right now.
Okay, hold on. I need to pull up Steam. Give me just a moment. This
You know
is
what?
called being amazing individuals.
You know how I said I
know
don't
what they're
usually
doing.
edit these things out?
Here, we're gonna edit this
I'm going to edit this for YouTube, but I'm leaving this in for the Spotify version.
for the. Okay, great, great.
This is fucking funny.
Give me
Oh,
your
man.
friend code.
12646 4464. It sounds like a fake phone number that a girl would give you. at
It
a bar.
does. Gumble plays.
Yep.
I sent
Yeah.
you.
Shit! No! I think I just joined a game.
Oh
Fuck.
no! This is truly beautiful. I think you have to open up Steam
Oh, good, I
and
quit.
accept
Okay.
it.
Shift tab and
Maybe. I don't
There it
know.
is.
I don't know how Steam works. You
Ice.
tell me.
Ha! Confirm. Done. Perfect. And then, I guess, you know what? You be in charge. I accepted the invite. I think you can invite me now. Is that how this
Okay.
works? I haven't played in a long time.
Yes. Give me just a second. Let's see.
Okay.
Yes, invite. I just sent you an invite.
Play game. Awesome.
It has been said. Look at that. I'm called Orange Fallen Challenger, and you are called Last Yellow Animal.
Oh my
Those are
god,
your
they gave us
names.
names.
They did give us names.
So
that
true
we have-
story. The
we have
duck
our
is my
names.
favorite. The duck is actually my favorite.
I like this version of the duck. So we're
like the
just
white
different
one.
versions.
I love it. Oh, I have to hit ready,
It's
don't
so
I?
fun. Oh, me
Okay.
too.
So
Okay.
while we're loading in, I'm going to tell you about my problems with Twitch. It's
Okay.
not just Twitch, though. It's also certain types of streamers. So
Okay.
I made a Twitter post the other day that I believe you may or may not have liked. And
I think I did. I think I know what we're talking about.
that's just one thing. I'm looking for people to change my mind on it because it's a shower thought, basically. Sub counters. So
Yeah, I have one.
I've had them in the past too, and my problem with sub counters is I've met some people who put them up because it's just like, hey guys, look, we're so close to the goal, everything is great, and like, thank you so
Right.
much. So it's kind of showing your viewers a look, we're as a community, we're doing a fucking awesome job, and it's all thanks to you, right?
Sure.
So that side I can understand, and that's pretty cool. But then there's some people who put sub counters up, and then they seem to almost brag about it. Like, look at all the subs that I
Yes.
got, and it's fucking great.
So here's my tea.
Yeah.
Here's my thought process. So first of all, my sub counter that exists on my Twitch is not the current amount of subscribers that I have.
Okay.
That's the first thing.
Okay.
What I have it set to is my monthly goal, and so realistically, like, I don't want to get too far into the numbers because it doesn't really matter, but say I had 50 subs on that counter. In reality, I might actually have 80 subs if you went onto like my Twitch analytics.
Yeah.
And so I always said that. Yeah, I'm falling all over the place. This is great.
This is why this is going to be entertaining.
Oh,
So, yeah.
sugar! I'm gonna say a lot of sugar, and you're
No,
gonna say a
dude.
lot of f-bombs.
That's
and
what I mean. See?
That's
the
us.
yin to my yang.
The yin to the yang. So I don't know. I first of all, I've always said it just because so many streamers do it, right? Like it's just the thing.
Yeah.
I also think that Twitch viewers like it. Like, I think that there is a I don't know how to phrase it, but I think they enjoy watching the sub counter go up, right? Like, I've had multiple people come into my stream and be like, "Oh my god, you're 10 away from your goal, or you're 15 away from your goal," and they'll gift subs, and they'll be like, just to help get closer to the goal, right? Like,
It's
so,
kind of a dopamine high for us, but would you say it's also one for them?
I think so. And I also think it depends on the person, right? Like, I don't think having a sub counter works for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Like, if it's, and personally, like, say either one of us one day blew up and had thousands and thousands of people watching us.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to have a sub counter then, because to me, that's when it feels really, I don't want to say show offy, but it
does.
When you're small and you're a small content creator like you and I are.
Yeah.
I think it's different because we're focusing on building our community, and part of building that community is the idea of the subscribers. Just like people have follower counts.
Yeah.
It's the same token. I think a little bit.
You definitely did change. You gave me a different way to look at it,
Right.
which is kind of what I was hoping for. Like, I put that up, and then I actually debated last night on deleting it because I was like, somebody's gonna see this and just think I'm an asshole. But it's like, I'm looking for people to change my mind. That's what I
Right.
want.
You want it.
Yeah, I want the controversy so that somebody will be like, look, this is how I see it. Also,
Right, exactly.
Weird random question. You did hit record, right?
Yes, I am recording. It says I am recording currently.
Perfect.
So.
Okay, so you know what? You helped me with that topic because I really wanted to touch base with you on that one because I needed somebody to shed some light.
And
on
I don't know. I also see both sides of the coin with it. You know what I mean? Like, I can see how it could feel in some sort of ways show offy or I don't know. Okay, I fell. God damn it.
I hate this fucking
no.
part. No, you
sugar.
fucking
Oh no.
piece of
Are you
wood
dead?
shit.
Are
Yeah,
you? Oh no, I'm dead too. I'm dead.
I got eliminated.
I've been eliminated.
Hold on.
We both got eliminated.
You can't redo it?
No. Once
When
you
did that
land into
change?
the slime, it's over.
When
the
did
game
that
is
change?
over.
Oh, this.
I don't know if it always was. I thought it always was that way. I don't know.
You used to be able to start back from the beginning.
Yeah, nope. Not anymore. Elimination, baby.
Okay, so now this is more of a this might be a longer, bigger one. Also, I'm back at the main menu. I'll hit ready for when you're ready. Now, I started streaming 3 years ago, roughly. 3 years ago roughly, and like I streamed regularly for the first 2.5 years, but as of January when I finally hit affiliate, because I was one of the suckers who did follow for the last 10 because I was stuck at 40, man. I could not get past 40. So I did follow for the last 10, but then as my numbers started to going up, I hated myself a little bit for it, because it's like, fucking follow is so stupid, especially because people are abusing it now.
No, I got you. I did it too. I mean, seriously,
it was just to get the 50. But the thing is like, what I found is in the beginning when I was going from 0 to 50, it was impossible to get viewers. But then after 50, it started going up and up and up and up. Yeah. So it's not the follow that we all know that's a pain in the ass, and I don't even need to talk about that because it's just fucking stupid. What bothers me is now I'm seeing, I'll try and break this into 2 topics, because one of them is people going, I've been streaming for 2 months, I'm still not affiliate, and I just want to tell them to shut the fuck up. But I can't stand those people, man. It's just like, dude, nothing comes this goddamn easily. Work at it.
I know.
But what it is I'm seeing people go into other people's streams. And they're talking to the viewers, which is great. That's what you should be doing. You should be going into other people's streams. You should be talking. But then they start to get to know these small guys.
Right.
Once they get to know these smaller, and I mean, when I say small streamer, I mean less than 1,000. You are a small, in my opinion, you are a small streamer if you're under 1,000. That is a small streamer to me, at least.
So above 1,000 is medium.
I want to say it's above.
See. Here's the thing. I'm above 1,000 now, but I still feel like I'm.
Yeah, but you fucking
tiny.
Exploded. I saw you at 200, and you just went boom and fucking exploded, man. It was insane. Okay, so what I'm trying to get at is basically I'm seeing people go in, they're finding these streamers with like less than 100 people.
Right.
And they're making them feel really good about themselves, but then it almost feels like they're using them for views.
For views, to get them to come to their streams?
Yes.
Do you mean? Or, So almost like a view for view situation.
Yeah. And then
which is
like
it's an actual thing, it exists.
Yes.
View for view is
support
for support.
You're getting somebody who's going from like, and I'm not saying not you at all, because I don't.
Right.
I've never seen you do this because I fucking watch. But I've seen people go from like 200 to 1.8 or 2,000 really quickly, and it was because they went and spent like a month, 2 months going to all these small streams, getting these guys to come in and try like promoting all this shit, like fucking we're gonna help you out. But then they stop helping them out, but they've made these people feel so good about themselves that they keep coming, and their numbers keep going up. So go ahead, because I'm trying to get the word. I can't, and I think you know what I'm saying. You might be able to say it better.
I do. It's so where do I begin? I think the numbers that I have achieved.
Yours are genuine. Yours are genuine. I will.
Yes, and that's the thing is, I offer like it's hard because you there's so many people who want to stream, right?
Yeah.
There's so many individuals and so much content out there that it's like, how do I help as much as I can? And some people are in it for their gain, right? And that's how it flows a lot. I mean, I'm not gonna say I haven't. I think there's a difference between networking and taking advantage, right?
Yes.
Like I won't lie, I'm a part of 20-something Discords, and a lot of them are streamer Discords.
Fuck, I fell off again.
I fall off. I'm awful at Seesaw. It's my worst. It's my vice. But
okay.
And it's like, that is certainly one way. It's a faster way to build a community, I guess. But in turn, I feel like I constantly have to be watching and supporting other streams, which is hard. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like half of my job is streaming, and then the other half of my job is supporting.
Yeah, because if you stop, then people are going to look at you like, he just fucking used me.
Exactly. He used me, and he's not actually supportive. Like, he doesn't care.
And I've seen
about
people
the
who
content
do that.
I'm creating.
Which
is so true.
I do not want to
create
interrupt.
these almost. Yeah. So they create these almost like negative.
Piece of shit.
spaces.
Yeah.
Almost. I don't know. I don't want to phrase it in a negative way, but it is. I'll call it what it is.
Yeah.
It's almost like a guilt, toxic type environment. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. And I mean, I don't know, and it's difficult. Twitch. I will always think that Twitch doesn't do a lot for its small streamers.
So I think they started to, actually. I saw a post the other day that somebody wrote up saying that Twitch is now doing your community
points. Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
And they can get you higher and recommended.
That would be great.
Genius.
That would be great. It's fabulous, right? But then also on the same token, like, I got eliminated. We both did. Okay,
all right, quit.
Well, good. On the same token, it's like, okay, I shouldn't have to work this hard to get 5 people to even find my right. Like not that the algorithm's great necessarily on Twitch, because it isn't, but it shouldn't be as challenging as it is to get people into your streams. Now there are millions of people streaming, right? Every day, every moment of every day, constantly.
I found it's gotten better though.
Yeah, and what what I'm finding now is what I've discovered in my streaming so far, and I've been streaming for a very short time. I've only been streaming. This is my 5th month.
But you got the personality. That's why I think you're doing so well.
Yeah, but also I'm not good at taking any sort of compliment. I'll be like, okay, but I've found that I've built a great community of other streamers and other content creators, and now it's like, okay, I need to find viewers, I need to find gamers, I need to find people who aren't also streaming to it's hard to find 100% support from those who are also streaming.
If your only viewers are other streamers, at some point they're gonna feel like, what the fuck, I go watch him all the time. He's never watching.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or they'll be streaming at the same time you are and pull half. It's a dicey game to play.
Yeah.
And that's where I think Twitch has to do better in terms of viewership. And it's hard because I think Twitch algorithm has been really. This is me going off on a little bit of a tangent.
Oh, dude, it's fine. That's what this all is. It's
grumbling. Like yesterday. So yesterday I had a stream.
Yeah.
Of I was. And I for some reason, for the last 2 hours of my stream, I was having, numbers like 8 to 12 viewers.
Oh, dude.
Where earlier I was having 30 to 40.
You know what? It makes me so fucking happy to hear you say that, because lately I've been doing 20 to 30. And the last week, it's been like fucking 6 people.
Right. And you want to know why?
Please.
Partly is because of the Twitch calculating system.
Okay.
So while I was streaming, I refreshed my page, right? Because that's the one thing you have to do first, is refresh your page to make sure that the users in chat and the viewers are correct. I had 38 people chatting in my chat, and only 12 were counted, right? So in what world does that number, how does that equate, right? Like you could say, well, it's the lurkers, but in all honesty, I had over 20 to 25 people chatting at one given time.
Yeah.
Like we tested out the theory. And so that's the other thing is, and Twitch won't notice that or won't change anything until it affects its triple digit streamers. I qualified. I don't know if you did yet. But.
Not yet, no.
Okay.
What the fuck was I trying to say? I use Streamlabs chatbot to do a lot of my stuff.
Yeah.
And chatbot will always say I've got way more viewers than Twitch.
Right.
Because it'll have like a list of 22 people, but Twitch will be like, nope, you've only got 6 people. I'm like, what the fuck?
And it doesn't, and it's not true. It simply is not true. And it's like, okay, why is Twitch, and for whatever that may be, this is honestly the most negative I've ever spoken before.
Dude, no, as long as you're okay with it, that's what this is. This is specifically for bitching.
But like it's hard, because then you look at it and you're like, okay, am I not supporting other people enough? Am I not putting in enough work into my content? When in reality, we're growing as content creators and individuals, and people are there And it's not, and I know people are there because, they're chatting in my chat. They're donating to my charity drive. They're doing all these things. And
I want to make sure we touch base on your charity thing at the end, by the way. If I forget, remind me. We have to touch base on that at the end.
Okay. I will, for sure. But, it's difficult to see that and be like, okay. And, I'm of the mentality of, I know that there are a lot of streamers who are like, I have to get partner. Like, partner is the goal.
I don't fucking want partner.
I don't necessarily care. I mean, obviously it would be nice. I'm not going to say it's not a thought in my mind because that would be ridiculous. But at the end of the day, I would rather have 30 people watching me who genuinely support me, genuinely are helping fund my content, being there for the long haul.
Yeah.
Then, whatever. And some streamers, and here's the other thing that's frustrating me, is I have come across so many streamers in my time of networking through stream discords and through other avenues of people who buy viewers.
Fuck
and
that.
That infuriates me to no
Dude, it'll last
end.
like a month, maybe. And then it goes right back down. And then, the problem with buying viewers, one, it's wrong, but I think maybe it's not the bigger problem, but the biggest issue with buying viewers, you're going to give yourself a false sense of hope and false dopamine, basically. And then, fuck off, it's my egg, man. Fuck you.
Too bad.
You took my egg. But it's going to give you this false sense of like, hey, I'm doing really fucking awesome. Yay, go me. And then,
and in reality, it's a false narrative.
Yeah.
I mean, there was one streamer who who was posting on Facebook his in one of those streamer groups, he was posting his stream summary.
Yeah.
And it was 85 viewers and a 75 average. And I was like, what? And he's like, I just started streaming 3 weeks ago. And I was like, how is this guy achieving so much? I was so confused. I was like, there's no possible way that this makes any sense. I've been streaming for months and I'm, not pulling those numbers. And you look and you see, first of all, how many unique views he had, which were 4. He had 4 unique views. And then 7 live chatters.
What is a unique view?
And it's so frustrating. A unique view is anybody who stops into your stream.
Oh,
that's the thing is anybody who stops in your dream or it clicks on it or maybe sees it for a moment, even if they don't stay, it's a unique view. So that's if your unique view is lower than your viewer average, at least as a small streamer, then there's a method. That's a tell sign that there's something rotten in the state of Denmark. So that, you know what I mean?
I just learned from you now what a unique view is. So just tell me if this is a good number or not, because I'm genuinely curious. My unique view is usually between 70 to 110 every stream.
Yeah, mine ranges anywhere from 80 to 150.
Okay,
I lost.
Okay, so that is normal. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, we're about the same. Yeah, so that makes sense for a small, and with our average, that makes sense, right? It's normally triple or whatever of the current thing. So yes,
makes sense. So,
but and I went to his channel. I was like, you know what? I'm so curious.
I just need to.
I want to go
know.
see. I just need to know. And I went, and there were 2 people chatting the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, this is obvious. And he jumped from 3 streamers to 87 in 2 minutes.
Because
I
of
knew
bot views.
Yeah, it's all bots, and it's okay. And that frustrates me to no end because God, how hard a lot of us have worked to even get 20 viewers in our stream. You know,
okay. During these, I try not to talk about myself at all, just the feelings. But there's one thing that I do really want to say. As a streamer, I work my fucking ass off. I do YouTube, I do Spotify, I do fucking Twitch. I have a full-time job. I never fucking
TikTok.
stop. Yeah, I never fucking stop. And then when someone comes in and they start bitching about the shit, I'm not getting enough views and I'm streaming 3 times a week and I'm not even working full-time, I'm like, I'm going to fight you.
Right. And I always feel bad. I'm like, okay, how can I help these people? How can I teach them? Which is part of the reason why I've started stream coaching and helping, those types of streamers figure out what's
I'm not
going on, How did you?
I made it.
You did.
No, I didn't. Oh my
Oh,
god.
I did.
We
I
tied.
made it. I'll
No,
leave though.
Let's keep going.
I'll
No,
leave.
no, we keep going.
Or you can just watch. You can watch me.
I'll watch.
Let's see if I make it to the end.
Okay.
And so that's but it's hard. It's challenging, and it's hard to grow naturally on Twitch, right? Like I slowly, very slowly, I am having people come into my stream who have either never been there before, are not part of a streamer network or whatever. They're actual viewers of the game.
Yeah.
Who, but it's small numbers, right? Like each stream, it might be like, I don't know, 5 to 10 people. And even then it's like, that's not, what's next? And so it can be frustrating at times,
Yeah.
but also it is what it is. I'm thankful every day for anybody who comes and watches.
That's the one thing I got to remind myself of every single fucking night. Like,
oh, me too.
I said this to somebody else the other day. I think it was in Jinx, and it was in the... Oh, yeah, this is another thing I'd like to do with you, too. Jinx and I did a Twitch interview. So one of the things that's specifically for Spotify on my thing is I want to interview streamers and just ask them, why'd you start? How did you start? What problems did you go through? Because I want to shed light on a lot of people who stream, because we don't all talk to each other about our personal feelings, because, feelings are... stupid. I want them, if they do listen to these videos, to see like, no, we're all going through it. But one of the things that I said to him was, we may look put together, but as streamers, we're probably just as mentally fucked up, if not more, than you.
Oh God. Oh God! Don't even get me started.
Because like on camera, we're like, that we're like fucking having a great night and everything's good, and the camera goes off. You're like, why did tonight not go the way I wanted it to?
Right, and also me just streaming for 3 hours is to me like a marathon. Some days,
right?
Like I will be exhausted.
Yep.
Like exhausted.
Because you're putting on a
and
show.
I'm like, and that's the thing is I truly believe that there are different types of streamers, right? Like there are different types of content. My type of content, my brand of content is less, people coming to watch me play the game, but rather them coming to watch me put on a show.
Exactly.
And that's what my Twitch is. That's not for everybody. Some people are casual casual gamers who can play for 7 or 8 hours and stream 7 or 8 hours, but that's not me, right? Like my content after 3 hours, I think would be too much for anybody. I don't think anybody could handle my positivity. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's 3 hours is the limit that I give myself. And at least until my community grows more. But but that's what it is. It's like, I can't sit down and stream for 8. I wouldn't have the energy, and I don't think anyone would be interested after a certain amount of time, right? Like it's short spurts, but that's not the same for everybody. I know so many streamers who will start at 11 a.m. and go till 7 p.m. and they stream all day.
I did that for 3 months, and it was fucking hard. It was so hard. I'm glad I did it though, because I learned, like, if I want to make Twitch a full-time job, which is my end goal,
right, this
is what I'm gonna have to expect. Which maybe not. Like, you don't have to do 8 hours a day on Twitch, but you do have to be regular enough to where people are like, that's the time
expecting the content. And that's the most important thing, is sticking to a schedule. That's what I found is the most helpful. If I didn't have my schedule, then I don't think I would have grown in any sort of capacity, because everyone knows at 6 p.m. that's when 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's when I start my stream. That's when I'm streaming. And, everybody expects that, you know? Oh, boy, I might lose.
The bonus is, too, is once you have a few viewers that are regular and you're like, I can't do it tonight, they're like, we get it, man. Take a night for you. And that
that was me tonight. That was me tonight. I was supposed to... I've streamed for the past, 9 days straight.
Holy
and I was
shit.
like, okay. I need to take a breath tonight. And I posted it in our Discord community, and everyone was like, yes, of course you need to take a break. And I was like, listen, I'm watching all of you. I'm supporting, I'm here, but I need to, breathe for 5 minutes, and that's what it is. And like, do I feel bad not streaming? Yes, of course, but dude, I needed that break.
The guilt fucking gets to me sometimes. Like I
always think of what could have been, like What could have happened? Could this have been the stream? Could this have been the stream that I get rated with like 14,000 people and it changes my life? You know what I mean? And I'm like,
yeah, agreed.
You know,
Yeah,
that's how I always feel every time.
so here is like this is what I meant by not what I meant, but this is the best part about talking to you about this, because I actually forgot about a lot of the things that make me mad about Twitch because of how fucking positive you are. But here's one that I haven't forgotten. Wait, I just forgot about it. No, this is the one that pisses me off more than anything. Now, I get that some people just don't have the ability to do this, but I wish they would just fucking try.
Yeah.
When you raid somebody and they put no effort into looking excited, even though they're just like, they've got like 110 followers, they've got 2 people in there,
Right.
you raid them with 22 people, and you're like, oh yeah, I raided him, I want to see his reaction or her reaction or their reaction, I just want to see the reaction, like, hey, thanks for the raid, man. And then they go back to the thing,
Yeah.
you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's and that's kind of, you know, that's the idea of the different type of streamer.
Fuck those
And
guys.
I know.
Sorry,
It's hard because
people.
you never know, right? Like
Yeah.
so many streamers that I know or friends that I know are just doing it for fun, right? Like they're just
Yeah.
trying it out, seeing what happens. And like for me, I'm trying to make a life out of this. Like
Right,
I'm
yeah.
trying to build a life, right? And so when I get rated, even with, and that's my thing is I have 50% of my eye on the game,
Yep.
or even 40% of my eye on the game, and 60% of my eye on that chat.
Yeah.
The second I see that alert come in that somebody is rated, I'm there.
Yep,
Like,
exactly.
I rated somebody the other night, and it took them 3.5 minutes to
What?
notice that I had rated.
See, that just
And by that
pisses
time,
me off.
half the audience had left, and and to me, I'm too positive, but to me it's okay. Obviously they've never been rated before. I need to give them the benefit of the doubt, right?
Yeah.
And so I stick around and I wait, and I'm like, oh my god, yay! Like, and I always like joke with the chat. I'm like, let's see how long it takes for them to notice me. Like, ha
Yeah.
ha ha, ha. And it's hard sometimes, and it's like, okay, what is
It's
the,
a virtual
what's-
kick to the nuts, basically.
yeah,
in my opinion.
Yeah, and it's certainly, yeah. And so it's hard, but I also am like, okay, I need to realize that not everybody I come into contact with is
Good you call
there.
that.
No one's gonna be my type of streamer. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like my, or at least my energy, right? And so that's why my audience is so sort of, I don't know, in their own little pocket of the world.
Yeah.
But when I raid somebody, it's like, most of them are the casual, pop on. They're mostly playing the video game and they'll look over to chat every once in a while, which is fine.
Yeah.
That's their type of stream. That's not the content I normally watch.
Yeah, no.
But it is the content that a lot of people do watch,
Yeah.
and it's, so you have to. Sorry, I had to take a sip of water.
Hey, no
it
worries,
has
man.
to, it's always about, looking forward and seeing like, okay, in the long run.
Yeah. The
But I will always, every time I'm there, I'm there.
yeah.
So it doesn't matter if it's
So like last
rating
night
with
was
10 or 2 or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, sorry, I'm just gonna poke on that
No.
really quickly. I'm so fucking glad that Twitch got rid of that bullshit of just what was it? Oh, if you don't have less than 5 people, it's not gonna give a raid notification. That pissed me off so
me
much.
too. Me too. It was so annoying because people would come in and be like, "You're welcome for the raid," and I'd be like,
What?
"Oh, was there a raid?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, we raided you with, it was only 3 people, but we still raided you." And I was like, "Well, what the hell? That's
Yeah.
amazing." And and then I go into the whole shout out situation. But it's, that was so frustrating for me because, as my type of streamer is celebrating anybody who comes into my chat.
Yeah, exactly.
Any single person. So I want to know if it's one person, I want to know.
Me too. The so touching on fucking some streamers that drive me nuts. The the one it's not, fucking you go so occasionally I'll go and I'll poke in people's chats when I have time, and like I
Right.
don't have regular time, which is why I'm not in a lot of people's streams, which is honestly the
Yeah.
biggest fucking bummer in the world, because I want to be in other people's streams, but if
It's
I'm not
hard,
streaming
man.
myself, I'm recording, or if I'm
Right.
I'm editing, and it
Yeah.
gets to me
It's-
sometimes.
It's
But-
tough.
the first thing I'll do is I'll go into their stream and I'll chat and I'll talk. And if they take more than 30 seconds to respond to me, I'm out. I'm fucking gone. Because I will sacrifice winning a game. Like last night, I was trying to play Cuphead and getting over it. And I lost so many games because somebody would pop up in chat and be like, blah, 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 blah. And I look back and be like, fuck, I died. But I'd rather... They're coming to us to talk to us. That's the thing. It's like a lot of people who are on Twitch, they're there because they don't have anyone else to fucking talk to.
Exactly. That's all. So, you know, I hate talking about my stream, but the biggest compliment I've ever received is you do a great job at keeping up with the game and interacting with your audience at the same time. Like, it's amazing how you do it. And to me, I don't even think of it as a skill. I just think of it as, okay, I'm streaming. That's what I'm here to do, right?
That's your job, is to talk to the viewers.
That's the goal. And that's my thing, is I never view streaming as gaming. Like, when I'm casually gaming, it's a totally different environment for me. I'm quiet. I don't talk. I'm self-reserved. I put my music on if I'm playing a certain type of game, or I'm focused on the story. And that's my mentality. When I'm streaming, it's a show, and that's kind of, I touched on that earlier in the idea of like how to, the mentality of it. And again, I guess and that goes back to the idea of the type of streamer you are. Like, when I pop into, sometimes I watch some World of Warcraft streamers because I'm always so interested to see what the life is like in World of Warcraft nowadays. Oh, I do too. Because I used to be a huge WoW player.
Oh, dude, me too. Anymore. Enhancement Shaman, anymore. What about you?
I was God, what was I? It was like 10 years ago. It was an Alliance. I was in the Alliance. And it is the class Necromancer? It's not Necromancer, it's
Warlock?
God. Yes, Warlock, that's what it was. Yeah. Yep. That's what I mained at least. And then I switched over to Elder Scrolls Online. I qualified, so
I haven't even fucking made it over this goddamn thing because these bitches are getting all up in my steez.
That's the thing is, that's the worst. It's like a cluster every time. Sorry, I sipped my water again. I always have dry mouth. But
yeah, me too.
But the thing is
talking so much.
Oh yeah. But the thing is, it's like always it's doing a show. And again, it's different type of content. But I'm watching those World of Warcraft streamers, they never talk to their audience. I mean, it's like they're so focused on the game.
Yep.
You did it. Yay. Yep. They're so focused on the game that the content is about the game, right?
Yeah, and
so the chatters,
I'm out on that.
Right. And but it works for them, I guess, and it's like, for me, that would never work. Like, I have to be the bubbly, energetic personality.
Yeah.
Who is ready, it's, and that's my thing, is that's what I am, and I'm not like crazy or over the top, but it's, it's just the different, it's hard.
We're kind of going into like one of the videos I wanted, the Spotify thing that I want to do with you, but I don't even care. This is supposed to be organic and natural, and this is fucking organic or natural.
And it's organic, baby.
So you're an actor or a voice actor, correct?
Actor and voice actor, mostly an actor, theater actor.
I took animation. I did it for 12 years, so I'm a behind the scenes actor, and that's what that's how I look at it, anyways.
Oh no, the ball has already fallen in.
What I believe, and tell me if I'm wrong or if you differ, is that everybody wants to be something else. So you and I, when we stream, we're being ourselves, but we're also being a more exaggerated version of ourselves. Something that we'd like to be outside of Twitch, but we can't because it would be deemed fucking weird.
Yeah, and yes, I mean, this is a secret I'll share, but I am much more vulgar in real life.
I'm much more happy now.
I'm much more negative
so happy.
In real life, you know what I mean? And that's my thing, is like, my friends who I went to college with, they've watched my stream, and they've been on for like our Among Us nights with the college pals and stuff. And they're always like, what the heck is this personality that you have created?
This?
Like, who is this person? And I'm like, listen, it is who I am. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, it's not fake. Like, what I'm putting out there is not an artificial, totally fake version of myself. But it's the self that I want. I don't want to say that I want people to see, but it's the self that I like sharing, you
Yeah.
know,
And it's
in some sort of way.
In school, and I'm pretty sure they did this in yours too. They delve on masks, and it's just a different mask that you're wearing. That's it. That's all it is. It's another mask.
Right. And like as a performer and as a person, I'm much more intense in like, you know, I'm not as giddy and cheerful all the time, you know, but but my goal as an entertainer and as a streamer is to make people's days better, right? Like that's my goal. And that, you know, that's not the goal, and that's not the goal of everybody. Some people, it's comedy, right? It's like the idea of, you know, being, you know, so snarky and that it's hysterical to watch. You know what I mean? It's that same sort of mentality. But for me, that's like, you know, my personality is that, you know. So it's interesting.
I would like to know, because I think this is going to be our last little bit. I would like to know the best compliment you've received from a viewer, like in private, not in chat. If you don't mind sharing, because I have one myself, but I'd like to hear yours first. Because it's
okay. Yeah. I have two.
Okay.
One is very unique, but one of my favorite streamers complimented me, which sort of made me really happy. Actually, I just discovered him not too long ago. His name is Larry Fishburger.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
I know, it's a great name, right?
Yeah.
But Larry Fishburger, he's a partnered streamer. He's got amazing content.
Oh wow.
Very different
Twittered
content
about that the other day.
Yeah, very different content than I have. You know, he's like, but he does like these great painting streams that I love watching, and he plays like Modern Warfare and things like that. But you know, I was in his stream last night actually, and I was just chatting a little after my stream, and you know, he basically said like, I just want to say, Ice, like the way you interact with your audience is so amazing. Like I'm always so. Engaged. It's always just so amazing to see engaged and to see you interact with them. Like it's always so awesome. Like you're a great streamer, and like that.
And coming from a partner, that's amazing.
Coming from a partnered streamer, and you know they're like sponsored by G Fuel, and you know all that stuff. Like that to me was like, okay, that's awesome. But you know, the compliments I get that really make my day are I have a younger audience who watches me as well as an older audience.
12
I have
to,
a much 12 to that's my main audience, 12 to 22. And I have a lot of kids in high school or, you know, even in middle school.
Oh, I think I know where you're going.
And they always, you know, they come in, and I've gotten private messages from them being like, I get bullied a lot in school, and like your streams make me feel like I'm welcome and happy, and I have friends, and I just want to say like, and sometimes it'd be like, you're my best friend, like those types of things.
Dude,
I don't know. Like that to me is I can't even describe it. You know what I mean? It's like
I know 100% what you mean, because you know what? It makes me so much happier that I did this with you. How the scored.
I know it's my fault. I moved away from the goal.
So I'm just gonna full screen camera if you don't mind doing the same, because
Okay.
The reason I'm glad you say that is because the same thing happened in mine. And okay, so in the past, this is going way longer than it should, but I'm fucking enjoying myself.
Me too.
In the past, I've had some people say, hey, this kid in here is driving me nuts, or a little annoying. Now, the people that have made that comment, I've messaged before and said, look, I'm keeping them here. And they said, why? They're annoying.
Yeah.
And I said, but here's the problem. You don't know what they're going through at home. Some of these kids haven't found themselves yet. They don't know where they are yet. They're probably being bullied. They might have a shitty life at home, and this is just them trying to figure out where they belong.
Yes.
So I'm not kicking them out yet. What I'll do is I'm going to have a talk with them. And I shit you not, this has happened 3 times where I've talked to them and be like, hey, this is what everyone's feeling. You know, I just want to let you know if you're going to stick around, blah, 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 blah. And then they go on this whole thing and they're like, this is what's going on in my life. Then I'm glad you stick around. And some of them I keep them. It sounds possessive, so don't use my words for like whatever. But some of them I keep them around because I know they're going through shit and they just need somebody to look up to, or like
they just need a friend. That's my whole shtick. Is everybody who comes and watches my stream is a friend. They're part of the my friends network. Like that is my thing. You know, I always greet everybody who walks into my stream saying, hello, my friend. It's so good to see you. I hit my microphone. It's so good to see you. How are you today? Thank you so much for being here. Right. Yeah. Like that's my thing. And to be honest, the amount of messages I receive from people who are younger who say, this means so much to me. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm included in your community.
Yeah.
You know, or, you know, and I'm an LGBTQ plus streamer.
I had somebody come out on mine the other day.
Yeah, I've had people message me and say, you know, I've been so scared to live my true self.
Dude, how fucking happy does that make you though?
Oh, I cry. I literally weep because it means that, you know, and here's the thing, like, I'm living in the pandemic, right? We're all living in this shitty, oh my God, I swore, but this shitty pandemic.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, what? And it was awful, you know, like I was living in New York City.
Ooh,
I had just graduated college. I had just graduated. Yeah, right. I had just graduated college. I was working in theater. Like my life was on a very straight trajectory. Like I was like, okay, this is my life. I'm going to be living in New York, working in theater, you know, working off Broadway, doing all these things.
Yeah.
And then the pandemic hit and I had to move back home and take all my stuff and bring it back here. And then I was like, well, what do I do now? You know, and it's like, I can't perform. I can't direct. I can't do anything I want to do or that, you know, that feeds my soul.
Not what you originally wanted to do. Yeah.
Yeah. That feeds my soul as an individual and as an artist, because if I'm not performing, and that was so hard for me for like the first few months of quarantine, I was like, what is going on in my life? You know what I mean? It's like everything had vanished. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to start streaming. I just want to see what it feels like. It's always something I've wanted to do. I've thought about it for a long time. I've never had the right moment, but I'm not doing anything right now. There's no jobs.
Yeah.
There's no theater. There's nothing for me to go do. Let's try it and see what happens. And honestly, it's one of the best things that have happened to me personally. Yeah. And just being able to, you know, to me, it's the same feeling as walking onto a stage and performing for 1,000 people in an audience, even though I sit there with 20 people watching me. And to have them reach out to me afterwards and say, you know, I feel safe when I'm watching your stream, or I can be who I am around you, you know, that makes me very happy.
It's just like, you know, I fucking made it. That's to me what it feels like. Is when you've got people who are, like I said, I've had somebody come out on my stream once before, and they're like, you're the second person I've told. I'm like, holy fuck. And then I've had other people like, there's a lot of shit going on in my life. I love that I have you to talk to about it. And it's just like, man, fuck yeah. It's just, it's awesome. We're so good. Yeah, I don't want to go any. I would love to keep fucking talking. We'll save it for Spotify if you're okay with that.
Let's keep talking. Let's do it. Let's make it a thing.
Is tell everyone about your charity thing. And how long is it? Go and do your details, because I would love people to know.
So for the holiday season, we're doing a 25-day charity campaign on my stream. We've already raised $850 in 5 days, which is literally insane. Like, did not think that would happen. Nuts. But it's for the St. Jude Children's Hospital. They were raising that money for.
Bravo.
For the whole month, basically, up until like January 1st, really. And we're gonna see if, you know, the goal was $1,000.
You'll hit it.
When I first created it, I was like, this is gonna be too much money. Like, there's no way we're gonna make that. Nope. And then the first day we had raised 500, and I was like, holy sugar, like what the heck? So we're gonna keep pushing. We're gonna keep going. And, you know, we've got tons of giveaways and incentives. Like tomorrow I'm having a pie thrown in my face that was unlocked. You know, all the fun things. We got game giveaways. We got a Cyberpunk 2077 giveaway that's next week, which is going to be pretty good. So yeah, and you know, if people want to check it out, they absolutely can. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of good stuff. So it's been pretty great. And also, any bits or subscribers that I get over the next 25 days, 10% of all of that profit will also go to the charity as like a cherry on top at the end.
Beautiful.
So yeah,
I like it.
It's pretty cool.
Then, you know? I'm going to ask you for all your links at the end. I'll put those in the description for everybody. And honestly,
for sure,
it was fucking, I'm so glad
this was great.
I chose you for this. Because you changed my mind on 2 things. We didn't even grumble that much. We kind of just talked shit, and I kind of enjoyed it.
I know. Listen, here's the thing. Like, Twitch is what it is.
Yep.
And, you know, Twitch, and here's I've met so many great people through Twitch. And for all of its terrible things, it also is a great place to be.
Yep.
And that's my positive nugget.
I'm not going to drag it on at all, but if it wasn't for Twitch, I probably wouldn't have made it this year.
Yeah, me neither.
And
honest to God. Twitch
is the only thing that mentally carried me since a bunch of shit happened a few months ago. But if it wasn't for Twitch, obviously my wife too, but
right,
dude.
But yeah,
I'm so glad I met you. And again, not a bit. I promise you, that's fucking for real. That's to everybody.
But
you. Yeah, exactly.
It's so good.
Well, thank you for doing this with me, man. And for everybody, if he agrees to it, because I'm putting him on the spot now, if you want to do the Spotify of how you started, why you started, and all that stuff, even though we kind of just talked about it now.
Let's do it.
We'll fucking get her done. It goes up every
Yin
Saturday.
and yang.
It goes up every Saturday.
Yin and yang.
Spotify, the interviews with streamers.
I love it. Yeah. It's great.
Thanks
Sweet. Of course. It was a pleasure.
I don't even want to say goodbye to you. This is just getting
I know. Bye, my friends. You know, that's how I always end. See ya. Be kind to yourselves.
My sign off is don't be a dick.
Mine is be kind to yourselves and others. So
beautiful.
Similar.